Okay, now we're going out to the spot in the yard where we're going to plant the garden. Take the shovel and we're going to scoop up some dirt, put it in this bowl. The directions on the soil tester says to go down about 3 or 4 inches to get your soil that you're going to test. We're going to put the garden out here in this spot over here. So we're going to clear away a little bit of the grass. It's not going to hurt it because we're going to till all this up anyhow. Now we're going down about 3 or 4 inches. Chop this up so it goes in the bowl a little better. We don't need a whole lot, just a little bit more than 1 cup. And that is more than plenty. Get these weeds and debris out of there. Like I said, we just need a little bit more than 1 cup. So we've got plenty. Diesel, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing, buddy? He's the assistant gardener. Keeps the gophers, the squirrels, and the bunnies out. He don't hurt them, he just chases them and barks at them. Okay, now with our soil to be sampled, we'll go back into the house and get the soil testing done. We have distilled water for the test so you don't get any of the chemicals that the city's putting in the water for you into your soil test. All right, buddy, you coming? He's not coming. Again, here's our soil test kit. And it tests for potash, nitrogen. This here's for the potash. This one's phosphorus. This is nitrogen. And this is pH. All essential nutrients for your garden. So, let's see these instructions. Where did we put? Out here on the table with the glasses. So we're going to turn the heater off. It's plenty warm today. It's supposed to get up to 65 today. So let's see. We might need our different glasses. says to remove the cap from the pH test. Make sure the color chart film is in place. So you can see there's a little tiny line right here on the pH that you fill the dirt up to. And it's not going to take much. About that much should do it. Then we're going to get a bowl for our water. Lovely china cabinet. They give you this little suction tube to put the water in with. Get this distilled water into the bowl. That's probably going to be plenty. Else we just need to fill this little thing up to this line here now with the water. And there we go. We're filled up to that line. Then someplace, here's our green lid. We're going to put that on. Give it a vigorous shake. And then you let it set for a couple of minutes. We're going to get another bowl out of here because, and one of my honey's measuring cups. She'll love this. I need 5 cups of dirt. I might need a bigger bowl. That's quite a big deal here. Yeah. This one here will work. So we need 1 cup of dirt for this test and 5 cups of water. Don't really need to stick. More sticks, grass. We're close. We're going to call that 1 cup of dirt. Not including what's on the counter. Clean that up so we don't get in trouble later when my sugar comes home. Alright, now that says to put in 5 cups of water. That's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, we just barely got the large enough bowl. Then it says to mix this around till the dirt's dissolved. Then you'll fill up the other containers. I'll show you in a minute once we get this dirt dissolved in here. Looks real yummy. Kind of like chocolate pudding. So, on these containers, the potash, the nitrogen, and phosphorus, we're just going to take the water out of here and fill this up to this line right here, you can see. And it tells you the surplus is this color, significant is this color, adequate, deficit, and depleted. And it has that same measurement on each one of the little vials there. Now, testing, I recommend it because mostly you can be assured that the nitrogen will be depleted. Nobody's out here fertilizing this yard for years. There's mainly lots of weeds, hardly any grass. So, like I said, we can rest assured that the nitrogen will be depleted. So once we get this test done, we're going to go out and till our garden area. As we have rain coming, I believe Friday and Saturday. This is Thursday. So we like to get the garden area tilled up. Once we see what we need in fertilizer, we'll go buy some fertilizer and spread it out so the rain that's coming will help that fertilizer get incorporated into our dirt. I think this is feeling like it's just about mixed up right. And along with going to get the fertilizer, we don't know where we'll go. There's a greenhouse close to us, but we also, my wife asked me to go to Home Depot and a few places to shop for new countertop and backsplash. That'll be another video. Like I said, we just moved into this place around August, the end of August. And we've gradually been painting the walls, fixing her up, getting her the way we like it. I have to say, the walls were pretty bad. Just the old guy that painted the walls was, I'm sure he was doing it just to keep himself busy. But they were pretty bad. Obviously, was not a professional painter. I've been in remodeling for the most of my life. I'm retired now due to an accident, but I was about ready to get out anyhow. With that being said, I still go to my son's house a couple days a week and help him with his remodeling business. Alright, and now, with the dirt and the water in these little containers, you take a capsule color coordinated. Green with the green, orange, blue, purple. And you're going to dump this capsule into the tiny hole. Not the plastic part. You can discard that. Probably need to separate these things a little bit because we don't want them to fall over. Now we're going to do the red, which is, what is that? Potash. Been doing research on the potash. Nowadays, there's a new chemical potash with some chemicals in there. In the old days, what I'm getting at is that the old timers, 1800s and that, would use the ash out of their potbelly stoves and kitchen stoves that they were using to heat. So mostly, you know, wood ashes. I'll give you some nutrients. Is it as good as the new stuff? I doubt it. But it is better than nothing. Let's see, this is purple. I'll go in this one. These capsules are a little tricky. But it does say to hold them just like I'm holding this, vertical. Horizontals, flat width. And then take the capsules apart. Pour the powder that's in the capsule into your mixture of soil and water. Then, ooh, that one came apart real easy. Here we go. We got it mixed up. Shake them vigorously, and we'll get back to you later with the results.